7 police officers in Baltimore have been injured and 1 is unresponsive after protests there turned violent. Live video from helicopters shows dozens of people in the streets, confronting officers and smashing at least 1 police car. Capt Eric Kowalczyk said police are attempting to take control of the situation and will deploy tear gas and pepper balls. Protests have taken place since the death of Freddie Gray on April 19. Gray, 25, died after an encounter with police a week earlier during which he sustained serious and unexplained spinal injuries. The protests and clashes come just hours after Gray's funeral. Baltimore police have said that juveniles are taking part in the protests, and are calling on parents to find their children and return them home. The violence does not reflect the spirit of this movement, Pastor Jamal Bryant, an organizer of protests in previous days, said on U.S. television. He said members of his church are going into the area to make appeals to the protesters to go home. These are not protesters, these are lawless individuals, Capt Kowalczyk told CNN. Separately, protesters destroyed a police car by jumping on it and smashing the windows. Officials said the protesters threw bricks, rocks, and other items at police officers. Earlier today, a statement released by police said that its criminal intelligence unit learned that members of various gangs including the Black Guerrilla Family, Bloods, and Crips have entered into a partnership to target officers. The violence is an escalation of earlier protests over the weekend that turned violent. There were 34 arrests as peaceful demonstrations by about 1,200 people outside City Hall on Saturday afternoon got out of control. 6 police officers sustained minor injuries in that episode.